The 2012 Volkswagen Jetta TDI SportWagen is a great little car that can take you across the country with many miles in between fill-ups. Our SportWagen had a 2-liter, 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine with a 6-speed auto-manual transmission with sport mode. The 2-liter engine puts out 140 horsepower but an excellent 236 pound-feet of torque at only 1,750 RPMs. That kind of power at a low RPM is the perfect equation for this car to have you zipping down the road as efficiently as possible. This diesel Jetta has an EPA estimated rating of 29 in the city and 39 on the highway. Let's find out what happened when we put those numbers to the test.
Now, the first impressions that you get when you see the SportWagen is, Mom wagon, go pick up the kids. No, hold on a second, okay? I love this car. If I had the money, I would get this car or the TDI Passat. It is just a really nice car with a nice premium feeling. It handles exceptionally on the highway, and with all the accessories and everything that you have in here, with this huge touchscreen, easy to use display, and all the readouts that you get in your gauges, it is really just a great, well thought out car. And I would love to drive this car every day. As far as fuel economy goes in the Jetta TDI SportWagen, we're about halfway through our 50-mile drive right now, and we're getting about 55 miles to the gallon, and that is pretty good, especially when you're paying an extra scratch for diesel. What we're seeing here is right around 50 miles an hour. It's really thriving, and it's getting us the best results. We've been kind of going back and forth between 55 and 57 miles to the gallon, just going down these back roads. And this car, because of all the torque output that it has at a low RPM, it is really putting out some great low RPM performance. And this thing is going to let you cruise down the road, cruise down the highway. It's going to give you no problems at all. It is a solid car, and it's just really great on fuel.
We began our journey at our favorite Shell station in the Matthews Mint Hill area and headed down the road towards Indian Trail. Our fuel economy gauge did a steady climb through the 30s, 40s, 50s, and before we hit our first turn, we managed to go into the 60s to our peak number of 66.9 miles per gallon. After a brief minute in the high 60s, we managed to keep a consistent readout throughout the high 50s of many miles down the road. Even when we hit one of our many stop signs and lights, the Jetta barely took any hit in economy as the diesel engine quickly picked the car up back to speed. So, how did the Jetta fare overall on our test drive? After completing our 48.6 mile journey, our peak number that we saw in the Jetta was 66.9 miles per gallon. Our lowest number was hit about 2/3 of the way into our journey at 53.9, and when we arrived at our destination in Mint Hill, the Jetta came in at an overall average of 55.4. Not bad considering the Jetta's highway rating of 39 miles to the gallon. Thanks for joining us on our journey, and come back to see what kind of economy we can get the next time we take a 50-mile drive.